WD3.
What's up, Magoo?
Another week of COV-19. Another Monday, COV-19.
Well, for those of you who are back tuning in, welcome back. You're trending it with WD3. It's my co-host Magoo, 3 O's. Hey, and you're trending it with the iiTTCast now today.
For 2020.
Now, what we're doing today we're going to ask the question based on a lot of the things we've been seeing in the news. And we're definitely going to get to some new hot music that you can't see anywhere else exclusive to this show. But we're also going to see, is there a pattern brewing that could lead to civil war? But we'll answer that question and more after the break here.
Go figure out or see how to get fitted with some iiTTCast merch.
Hey, iiTTCast Nation. This is WD3 with my co-host Magoo, 3 O's. And we want you to represent the iiTTCast Nation by purchasing your very own iiTTCast Nation t-shirt.
That's right.
Just cash out iiTTCast, $25, which includes shipping and handling. Or just email us at iiTTCast@gmail.com, subject line apparel. Make sure you include your name, your size, and your address.
From small to 3X, get that right out to you.
And we'll ship you your very own iiTTCast Nation t-shirt.
You can represent with us.
Represent. Make sure you send in those photos. We'll put you on the show.
Tune in every Monday at 6.
Peace. All right, now big shout out to all those who have gone out and gotten an iiTTCast Nation t-shirt representing with us. Now, today there's a lot of stories leading to the question, are we headed for civil war here in America? Now, we've surpassed the corona cases in the world. We've become number one. 300 million, 5% of the world's population is now number one in coronavirus cases. You got countries with billions of people, and we're number one. So there's a lot to look into, a lot to research. I think this subject alone is worth doing some research. I saw a story today that I sent to you about some healthcare workers, how they got into it with some protesters.
Trending it on Twitter.
Let's take a look. Now, according to COVID-19 on Twitter, last night, healthcare workers face off against anti-lockdown protesters in Colorado. According to local accounts, the story says, 2 healthcare workers from a Denver area hospital blocked lines of trucks and cars campaigning against the state government COVID-19 stay-at-home order. Hundreds of protesters defied social distancing laws on Sunday and gathered at the Colorado State Capitol in Denver, calling for lockdown measures to be lifted and for non-essential businesses to reopen. There's some videos that say here, watch as cars and trucks flood the streets of Denver to protest the state order. Mark Zen goes on to tweet, 2 nurses who have witnessed firsthand the toll COVID has taken in Colorado stood up and peacefully counter-protested. Here is how they were treated. I had to join them. So this is a guy who was firsthand in this thing. Chase Woodruff says, remarkable scene at 12th and Grant where 2 healthcare workers from a Denver area hospital, they declined to say which or give their names, are standing in the crosswalk during red lights as a reminder, they say, of why shutdown measures are in place. So, this is pretty hard to go against the healthcare workers, but it's also easy to see the point that the workers themselves in other industries are saying as their jobs are lost during these last 3 weeks, when before they had a job, they were taking care of themselves. Now, a lot of them have no apply and are at the mercy of a government stimulus check or maybe something else
Which
that
still in itself is a blessing.
Which, it's good that here in America there is some type of safety net where you can get help, but maybe there isn't that in other countries. Maybe family steps up and is more a part of your care in case you come on hard times in other countries. So I would say that this time
got to win on both ends.
We're going to learn a lot about ourselves, I would say, during this. And You know, when you get people at odds with the healthcare workers themselves, what do you got for video of the week?
Hey, let's take a chill pill and relax. It is for 2020. We got video of the week straight out of Oklahoma City, Calfo. Kings always leave for others. Smoke loud.
Video
Loud
of
smoke.
the week.
Right.
Tell me this, man. How you get fired on your day off?
Man, I don't even want to talk about it, man.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
What y'all smoking on over there?
You say it's that endo, but it smells like that outdoor.
Oh, man, shut up. Hey, come over and try it out.
And we small. I'm in agreeance, keep them burning like some candles. I'm probably blowing more than you can handle. Flavors from the west side all through my camera. All in my luggage. Love it like a bitch with nice ass, no stomach. See the city from the rooftop while I'm getting blunted with a couple bad bitches I don't really know. But I tossed one a sack and she proceeded to roll. It ain't nothing like a sexy ass chick that blow. No, it's strange like she been fucking with a nigga that grow. Take her time while she inhaling.
What's up, dude? Tell me this, man. How you get fired on your day off?
Man, I don't even want to talk about it, man.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
What y'all smoking on over there?
You say it's that endo, but it smells like that outdoor.
Oh, man, shut up. Hey, come over and try it out.
And we small. I'm in agreeance, keep them burning like some candles. I'm probably blowing more than you can handle. Flavors from the west side all through my camera. All in my luggage. Love it like a bitch with nice ass, no stomach. See the city from the rooftop while I'm getting blunted with a couple bad bitches I don't really know. But I tossed one a sack and she proceeded to roll. It ain't nothing like a sexy ass chick that blow. No, it's strange like she been fucking with a nigga that grow. Take her time while she inhaling.
What's up, dude? What up, Squeak? Let me hit my blunt. What blunt, nigga? Oh, y'all little niggas acting like that? Fuck y'all then, I'll smoke my own blunt.
Cause when it's down to the dude, call it past tense. I like to smoke and experiment with flavors. Had a bong, got a blunt or paper. Start the party and pull out some new flavors. Turn up my music and disturb my neighbors. I like to smoke and experiment with flavors. Had a bong, got a blunt or paper. Start the party and pull out some new flavors. Turn up my music and disturb my neighbors.
Bring that ass here.
Why wasn't I invited?
The music loud, but the lights dim. With brownies in my oven, yeah, my hoes like them. Look how they giggle and want more before the night end. Shoes off, comfortable, it's a nice blend. My niggas picky, so I always bring the right hands. And go livers make the scene exciting. Better make it look good or they strutting right by you. They understand the difference, worker and supplier. A mid-grade from that OG. For the right price, yeah, I'm tryna cop a OZ. Ain't got time to be calling, looking around. Wake up smoking peace without hearing a sound. Might scan through some beats so I can stay working. Get dressed, pull up out my driveway swerving. Tryna get to a new flavor as if it's really urgent. Refuse to spend the whole day searching. I like to smoke and experiment with flavors. Had a bong, got a blunt or paper. Start the party and pull out some new flavors. Turn up my music and disturb my neighbors. I like to smoke and experiment with flavors. Had a bong, got a blunt or paper. Start the party and pull out some new flavors. Turn up my music and disturb my neighbors.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I had that flavor, man. But you ain't had nothing like this. What's that called, man? What's that called? That paya. Oh, yeah. Thank you, boo-boo. Oh, yeah. I know you got it. But I got a little bit more. Yeah, man, let me...
iiTTCast. I hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Again, Ali Saleh with Strong Family Financial. I wanted to give you guys a heads up with our organization. As I've shared before, WD3 is an agent of ours, and he's got this great show here, but we offer whole life insurance. If you are looking for a whole life insurance plan or a final expense plan for you or someone you care about, a mother, a father, someone in retirement years, give WD3 a call and let us get you taken care of. Now you guys go out and have a great day.
Thanks, Ali, at Strong Life Insurance.
Thanks, Strong Family, and thanks for that video, for Video of the Week. Hey, those guys are always coming at it, and quarantine or no quarantine, those guys are coming with new videos and good music, so shout out to them, and I like the little Friday theme. So, hey, I mean, go back and watch the show again and check those guys out and go hit their links and check out who they are because they're working hard for you. Now, this second story, it goes along with our theme of is America on the brink of civil war? This goes to the heart of the problem itself. I guess the one of the problems, I guess you can say, according to COVID-19 on Twitter, coronavirus. World Health Organization. Actually, let me make sure that I'm on the right story here. This should have been a Trump story here. Am I on the right one?
Trump.
Coronavirus,
U.S. oil prices plunged. That's what.
I'll have to get that story for you. But as you see on the screen, there's been a lot of if you've taken a look and driven outside, you'll see that there's a lot of oil crisis. The prices of oil is way down, and it's due to the shutdown and a lot of folks locked in and not being able to go out. So insurance companies are trying to give people rebates. Car insurance companies, you have a lot of different oil companies now that are hitting below their thresholds to where that they can actually pay their bills. And this is one of the cases. Now, according to ABC News, U.S. death toll tops 40,000, global cases near 2.5 million. Dr. Fauci warns reopening too soon could backfire. New York begins coronavirus antibody testing survey, and more than 1,800 inmates test positive at an Ohio prison. So that's kind of a microcosm of what we have going on in a nutshell, just kind of taking a slice of it.
That ties into the number that you were speaking of the deaths and cases that it's taken.
Global Health Strategy says today, coronavirus recap, 2.4 million cases, 160,000 deaths as of 20th of April in the world. Singapore sees second wave of new infections. So, second wave, that's big news right there. The World Health Organization, who Trump is talking about defunding, kind of Tea Party type of talk, warranted or not warranted. Warns countries lifting restrictions does not mean epidemic is over. Italy's hashtag COVID-19 cases drop. Death surge in Ecuador. So I was watching some a story how the South America or Latin America is being ravaged by this thing. So, any thoughts when
like
you
a bummer.
When you see a lot of these stats, is there any initial thoughts that come to your head as far as how all this is leading to some sort of division within our population? Maybe it could be the people who are well, mad at the sick, the healthcare workers, mad at the people who want to get back to work, mad at the government for not getting them the different things they need.
The non-essentials.
The store workers are mad because they're out at a store working and risking their lives, quote unquote, for whatever store they work for, and they probably say things like the CEO or the boss. Every time I see him, he's in some room locked up somewhere talking on a video phone.
It's pretty bad.
There's a lot of people who are really feeling like victimized in this whole thing. I would say definitely if you prescribe the 420, this will be a time to take advantage of the nerve
go relax yourself.
numbing benefits of that medicine.
No, let's get them on some. Head them in that direction.
Well, hey, do what you do and check out the new Oklahoma vibes
from Mind Body and Vibes in OKC. Like you said, if you're able, go check them out. They might have some 420-2020 deals.
Right.
New Oklahoma music.
That's crazy though. Y'all like blunts like that? Alright. My nigga Grand National told me to inform everybody it's no more blunts. It's Cyrus. Check it. First off, I'ma always keep a G, nigga. OG bang my line, said slide. Everybody can't eat with you. That's so real. Need me a shorty to so trill and bang my joints when we go chill. Then I'ma get married in my gold grill. West side high, I been on it if you can't tell. Black boy fly, any new grade 12. Devil in the elevator, high nigga raise hell. LA scheming, yes I'm dreaming, fighting demons. Put that on my whole team. Had to push a whip through the mud sometimes. Now I'm back in the city and my ride so clean. Cause I'm still down with my day one niggas at some set. Still pop champagne, my nigga, that's more wet. Still down with my day one niggas, that's some set. Still pop champagne, my nigga, that's more wet.
Pull up looking like a blessing. Keep a G, show no affection. You can be the muse from a camera. Like your body at every angle. Let me get your print and can't complain. It's the life we living, ain't the same as the mother niggas got game. It's some other shit. On the plane, we order shrimp. Get beamed to the mothership. You wanna talk to me, shawty? You shy and kinda awkward. You a flower that need to blossom. Got this water, but it's gonna cost you. OG, give me game often, so I'm never slacking this side about the action. Burn the trees like we went camping, pay the fee or kiss my ass, kid. Popping more wet, flicking ashes. Still down with my day one niggas, that's on set. That's on set. Still pop champagne, my nigga, that's more wet. That's more wet, baby. Still down with my day one niggas, that's on set. That's on set. Still pop champagne, my nigga, that's more wet. That's more wet, baby.
Still down with my day one niggas, that's some set.
Still pop champagne, my nigga, that's more wet.
Still down with my day one niggas, that's some set.
Still pop champagne, my nigga, that's more wet.
And then I got bottles, butter, beds. Come and ride the wave. Why you tryna play? I'm on the way, I'm on the way. When 50 was popping, boy, I was a different dude. I'm tryna stick and move. You taking shots like you try pass a physical.
This is so critical. Look what I'm giving you. Smoking these peppers, a nigga so spiritual. Got dry like 10 and 2. I just came to get money with my day ones. Take pics in the gray sun. See me out by the way some. Keep my shorts above my knees like my tacos with extra cheese. That's not your bitch, my nigga. She belong to the game. You looking extra out. When your ass gon' change. Gotta touch large amounts. Reel 'em in like a nigga fishing. Baby line, no matter the distance in the game. You talk about quitting, no fatigue. Chose a few of them niggas like.
Still down with my day one niggas, that's some set. Still pop champagne, my nigga, that's more wet. Still down with my day one niggas, that's some set. Still pop champagne, my nigga, that's more wet. Still down with my day one niggas, that's some set.
Still pop champagne, my nigga, that's more wet.
Still down with my day one niggas, that's some set.
Still pop champagne, my nigga, that's more wet.
All right, shout out to those guys for
dope video,
bringing us
man.
that dope video, man. We've been blessed with a couple of good videos today, and thanks for your hard work and sharing that with us. Hopefully, we shared it with the world, and they can see your work and go support your movement. So, anyways, as we stated earlier, We were talking about, is America on the brink of civil war? Now, Magoo, I fished this story out on purpose from something that was before all of the COVID hysteria over here in the United States. This story was by gentleman Joshua J. Whitfield, who writes for the Dallas News. And it says, this is from December 8th, 2019. Now, he was asking, were we on the brink of civil war back then, let alone after all that has happened since then? So, let's dig into the story. It says, are we headed for civil war? December's newly designed cover of The Atlantic features a handprint in red and blue paint, smeared and blood-like. Underneath it reads, How to Stop Civil War. It covers that both haunts and sells like a paperback thriller. Might America be in store for another civil war, such as is the idea of the image, nerving current civic fears by the suggestion that something might be coming, something bad. Inside, the editor Jeffrey Goldberg manages this advertised fear. Quote, we do not believe that conditions in the United States today resemble those of 1850s America, he writes, but we worry that the ties that bind us are fraying at alarming speed. Now, jobs, careers, being co-workers, partying together, hanging together, drinking, eating together, those were ties that bind us. Let's see what else it goes on to say. We are becoming contemptuous of each other in other ways that are both dire and possibly irreversible. Such is what is the issue is really about. Not prophecies of doom, but diagnosis of what's tearing us apart. The aggregate effect of all those politicized and Facebook fights wearing us thin. The rhetoric of civil war is but a reflex of history, traumatic like a flashback, given the endlessness and irreconcilability of our contemporary conflicts. Such understandably comes to mind the bloody, uniquely American ghost of Gettysburg's, Antietam, and other and a 500,000 dead. So what is the end of our differences is not violence, especially when compromise is lost to the imagination. Americans here naturally think civil war. So go check out this guy who's writing for the Dallas News, and he had civil war on his mind because of the conditions that existed before COVID came to America's shores. And now that this has really happened, you see healthcare workers, and the majority of those who are probably in that city who are protesting are probably like right-wing type of independent, we don't need the government in our business types, right-wingers. Hey, either way you swing, that's all right with me as long as you're fair to your fellow man. But at the same time, these are the types that bow down in the face of any type of uniformed authority, whether it be a police officer, you gotta stand up and put your hand on your right head, your heart for the national anthem. So a healthcare worker, if they're going against them, then that is a really odd enemy to go against each other, odd opposition. So I think there are a lot of ties that bind us that are fraying right now, and I would say it is because underlying food shortages, money, uncertainty, lots of stock market droppage. So right now, the scriptures did say that in the last days, the love of many shall wax cold because iniquity shall abound. So there was already a lot of goodwill that was lost even before this. So everybody was beefing with everybody before this. And now that we can't come together and mend our fences and we can't have that great time together, now are we supposed to all of a sudden be friends again? So I would say,
what's your thoughts?
If you have any thoughts on, is America heading towards a civil war situation, or are we going to come together after this and rebuild society back the way it was 3 weeks ago. So let's see what you think in the comment section. But until then, what do you got for TikTok?
Have a great 420, and TikTok is going to let us know what it might be like when we finally get to go outside for real.
First sunlight.
Like he's trying to tell us that we're gonna be getting there in the future when everything's robotic.
So that Usher's been on our TikTok a few times, huh? Is that Usher? Was that his nephew?
Could be related.
All right, so no, shout out to Usher. Hey, I mean, nothing wrong with that guy. He had good moves. Just kidding. Anyway, you have any shouts out that you wanted before we get out of here?
It's worldwide. Well, YouTube worldwide love to all the subscribers and supporters, and go enjoy your 2020 as you should.
Hey,
don't let this COVID-19 get you too down.
Don't let it get you down, and thank you for trending it with the iiTTCast. This is your host WD3 and my co-host Magoo, 3 O's. Peace.
Man. These niggas got me spinning, T-Lou. You know what I'm saying? This for my niggas right here. Load up your clips, my nigga. It's about to go down, we spinning right now. You know what I'm saying? This thing is real out here in the field. Go!
These chickens dogging me out, man. They bring the dog in me out. Yeah. You know I'm winning from beginning to the ending. When I'm spinning, leave them all no.
This is the Microphone Fiend on iiTTCast. Go check out the All Day Mini Movie by WD3.